Hello beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Charlotte with Happy Twins 1111. So guys, we've got a Why No Contact Pick a Pile reading for you today. But before I start, I just want to say thank you to the very kind souls who sent me some tarot decks this week. I got four all in one day. It was such a special treat. I got the Starman Tarot. Just look at this box. Isn't that fabulous? We're using these in pile 3 today. These were from Amy in Wales. Thank you so much. That was such a generous gift from you. I've wanted those for ages and they are brilliant. So I'm excited to use them for you guys today. And from Lynn, I received the Gods and Titans and the Goddess Power deck. So I'm going to be using both of those in today's reading also. And then from Christian, I got this adorable little Aquarian tarot in a tin, which is perfect for slipping into my handbag. I absolutely adore these. I've also wanted them for ages. So thank you so much. It's really, really lovely to receive your gifts. It's like Christmas coming all at once. And if you would like to show your gratitude by donating a tarot deck to help keep my readings fresh, you can find my Amazon wish list in the description box below. I always appreciate those treats. Thank you so much. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. So happy to have you here and all my regulars. You guys are amazing. My channel's grown tons this month and I'm really humbled after having so much time off to get back into the groove of things and to know that you're still out there watching me. So thank you. I'm still not 100%, but I'm getting better. Okay, so today the piles. Timestamps are in the description box below. We've got the Enchanted Tarot with Auralite, we've got the Muse Tarot with Twin Quartz, and we've got the brand new Starman Tarot with a massive piece of kyanite. And just to remind you, if you're interested in any of my other services, you can book them at happysouls1111.com. I've just introduced past life regression, and I've also added some new classes for twin flames, so go and check them out. But let's do this. Pile 1. Actually, I'm going to get one of these oracle cards for masculine and feminine. So you don't have to be a twin flame for this reading. You might be soulmates or just some kind of romantic connection. This is a no contact reading for everyone. So for pile 1, we've got Benzai Jen, I think that is, and that's beauty. I'll crease up if we get the beast for the masculine. Let's have a look. Now, I'm going to try and make this reading as gender neutral as possible because there might be some same-sex couples watching. There could be men watching for their lady friends. But just, that's Ganesha, obstacles for the masculine. Just, you know, whatever energy you relate to, just assume that the viewer is on the left side, yeah? And that's the easiest way to do it. But if it's resonating for you the other way around, that's also fine. And remember, you know, if it's not resonating, maybe pick another pile. And I do also have playlists with all of my old readings in there. And you may have watched them already, but there may be a pile that wasn't right for you before, but is right for you now. You may have already watched a pile in that reading, but there could be another pile in there with messages for you. So have a scroll through and see if anything stands out for you. There could be a message for you there. This beautiful deck was my very first tarot deck 20 odd years ago. My friend that bought them had passed away, sadly, last year, but so they have very sentimental value to me. They even smell old. It makes me feel old as well. Vintage cards, wow. Okay, why is your person not contacting you? What's happening in this connection? So we've got the 8 of Swords in reverse. We've got the 2 of Hearts in reverse. We've got the King of Swords in reverse. We've got the 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. I'm going to get some clarifiers for each of these. Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, the Hanged Man, and the 9 of Wands in reverse. So why is this person fallen out of contact? They're definitely facing some obstacles. And I don't know who this goddess is. I've not heard of her before, but this is a number 6. It's the number 6, which is the number of unconditional love. She's got all this blue around her eyes, which I feel like she sees to the heart and the truth of who people are. And it's called beauty, which I can't help but think of Beauty and the Beast and that wonderful, selfless, just unconditional love and energy from that character in that story. But your person is definitely facing some testing times right now. Just tuning into the energies. So, I mean, we've got the King of Swords and the Page of Swords in reverse, which means, you know, there's a lot of confusion and mental anguish. They don't know what to say. It's my first instinct. They have a lot of limiting self-beliefs about their connection, and I think with this Four of Swords, they dwell on it like not quite a lot. I feel like they do want a new start, and there's some kind of release of anxiety that's occurring here for this person that's going to enable that new start. But right now they're really thinking a lot about your connection, and they really don't know what to say. They're not ready to let that go. They're not ready to come forward. I feel like there's been some kind of rejection. You know, it's either you rejected them or they rejected you. There's some kind of brick wall. I mean, we've got obstacles here for the masculine. You can see there's a couple here facing a brick wall. It's just a feeling of being on the outside looking in, some kind of rejection. Someone said, you know, I don't want to do this, or this isn't good enough, and they've pulled back. And so everything's just kind of suspended. It's like there's no movement and nothing is happening. And it really feels like both parties have kind of given up. Like they've just don't know how to move forward. There's definitely a desire for a new start, but love is blocked right now. This connection is blocked. And this person's really dwelling on this, but they're dwelling on it from their head. They're dwelling on it from the perspective of logic and ego. They're not able to connect to their heart space at the moment. So I'm feeling this is someone that's been really trapped in anxiety. I'm getting such conflicting energy with this because I really feel like they have so much to say, but they're just not ready to say it. They don't know how to. And, you know, I'm feeling from, you know, the feminine energy that there's this, you know, this question of, well, you know, you could say something, anything, just an acknowledgement, but they don't even feel like they can do that. It's like they just feel completely inhibited. And with this Nine of Wands energy in reverse, it just feels like both of you have given up. You've just kind of surrendered to the rejection, surrendered to what is, even though it's painful, which is a shame because the 5 is such a transitional number, and this anxiety, this obstacle you faced was just a challenge that you needed to see through. So you could progress onto the 6, which is the number of love. And I feel like the masculine was just unwilling, that this obstacle was too much. He's very trapped in his own thoughts despite his true desires to have this new beginning. So there's just no movement here. I'm going to pull some more cards, of course. We're going to look at, you know, let's see what we need to see. What can you do to move forward? What can you expect moving forward from your person? I mean, they're not in a good place. They're not in a place that they can make a decision. Some kind of truth that needs to be spoken. And again, we've got the 5 of Cups here. You know, this is very tired energy in this reading. It just feels really hopeless. Like, I mean, literally like the sun stopped shining. And neither party knows what to do. I'm getting that the truth hurts. Some kind of truth has been spoken that really hurt, and perhaps this is what this rejection with the Five of Pentacles, this obstacle that was just felt insurmountable. But the Five of Cups is about disappointment, regret, sadness, and you can see here that there's, you know, a female in the foreground walking away with a fan, and a male in the background looking very sad and defeated. So it could have been, you know, the feminine in this equation that just said, you know, this isn't enough for me. But no decisions are being made at the moment. This person's thinking strong on this, but they're not connected to their heart space. And there is a lot of anxiety. And their true intentions are concealed. I feel like even they're not sure what they want. But I'm getting that the truth both hurts and transforms is what's coming through really strongly. And this was some kind of divine truth that was, you know, intuitively brought forward and had to be brought forward so that there could be a new beginning. And I know it doesn't feel like that right now. It doesn't feel like that at all. So what can you expect moving forward from this person? Wow, this is much more positive. I feel like this person is definitely going to bring things back into balance. We've got the Four of Wands here. You know, this is a beautiful coming together, and the Queen of Wands is that very emotional, action-oriented energy. So very powerful, action-oriented energy. This is Pisces, Aries energy. You know, there's a lot of fire here. You know, we've got the Knight of Wands as well in reverse, which makes me feel like this person knows that they can't rush in, you know, with something half-hearted, and, you know, they have to come in strong and mature. They have to make effort. That's, you know, in Pisces, Aries energy, that's both like loving and dreamy and just gentle, but it's also got that Aries fire behind it. It's forceful and strong and rapid. You know, I feel like after this person's taken this time to reflect, they might need time to get themselves in a better place because they're really down right now. They really don't, you know, I feel like their confidence is somewhat on the floor with this. But they do know what they want. Deep down they know what they want. But they can't face that at the moment. But I feel like they are going to come forward to try and restore balance and harmony. And when they do that, you know, it's going to be quite unexpected. And I'm feeling it's going to come, you know, out of left field, just like it's going to be really unexpected. And, you know, from a place of much deeper emotional maturity, I feel like they've probably been quite hasty in the past of rushing in and out in a very flirty, fun, kind of sexy way with this Knight of Wands in reverse. And they know that that's not enough. But the Tower moment suggests to me that how they come in and what they're proposing is going to be really unexpected, and it's going to clear away all doubt so that there can be a real new beginning. It's going to be intense and explosive, as fire is. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of fire here. That's pure pure, very purifying, very forceful energy. So what do you need to know to move forward for your highest good? What do you need to do to move forward for your highest good and the highest good of this connection? You need to know it's not over. We've got 7 of Pentacles there. And the High Priestess. So you need to know that it's not over. I know it feels like it is. But this period of contemplation, of silence, it serves you both, because this person, they needed to hear the truth even though it hurt. They needed to be aware of that truth. It's the truth that's going to set them free and allow them to identify what it is they really want. And with this 7 of Pentacles energy here, you know, this is about patience. This is about trusting that even though it doesn't seem so, there is growth and expansion in this situation. And that it's relieved some pressure from you. Because I feel like, you know, it's you that's been this rejection, that's created this rejection, or, you know, brought forward some truth, and that your person's resisted this change. They've not accepted that truth. They've not rolled with it and fought for the connection. They've just vanished. You need to stay connected to your own intuition and your feminine receptivity. And even if you're a man, you need to be receptive to what is brought forward, because it's going to serve you. You know, the Tower is destructive and painful, but it also progresses towards the Star, which is joyful optimism. It's from where we begin rebuilding. So I do think this person's going to come forward quite unexpectedly, perhaps after a long absence, and then they're just going to rush in, you know, wanting to restore balance and harmony, wanting to, you know, raise what was to the ground so that there can be a real new beginning. And you just need to be patient, and there's nothing you can actually do now. This is no longer your responsibility. You've just got to be in that High Priestess vibe of being receptive and calm and connected to your own higher wisdom, of finding that peace and balance within you there. Let's get a couple of oracle cards as well to see to actually get some messages from your person. These are the Divine Counterparts in Separation cards from Made for Love. There is a link in the description box below. I'm going to keep these because they turned over. We've got Deadly Sins and Eternal Love. So this person is still struggling with ego, envy, bitterness, pain. But we've got eternal love here. And synchronicities also. So, you know, this is definitely a very spiritual connection, and your person knows that there's something powerful here that they cannot afford to let go of. And we've also got, I'm on my way and I'm ready to take a chance. And I want to talk to you, but I'm afraid. I think they're afraid of facing their own truth. But again, these are very fiery cards we've got here. When they do come in, they're going to come in really strong and fast in a really unexpected way. But they've got healing to do on themselves. I feel like at the moment they're not seeing the situation for what it is. They're seeing it through their own ego, their own fear and their own pain, because they've been triggered by this exchange that you've had, this truth that's been spoken. But I think you can look forward to some communication in the fairly near future. The tarot cards never really look more than 3 months ahead, in my opinion, unless you're doing like a year reading or something. But, you know, I think you can expect communication within the next 3 months. And that in the meantime, there's really not a lot you can do except be receptive and stay still, stay connected to your own power, so that you're not, you know, wallowing. There's a lot of sadness coming through for that deck. So thank you, Par One. Please do comment and like. I really, really appreciate your likes. It really helps to keep my channel growing. So please do hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds. It makes such a difference to me, and I appreciate it so much. So the Muse Tarot with Twin Quartz. Pile 2, you're next. You're going to get a card for the masculine and feminine. And if you're not sure what you are, because, you know, this isn't reading just for twins or soulmates, it might just be a romantic connection. We've got the female masculine energy on the left, or the viewer, and your person on the right, whichever resonates for you. For the masculine, we've got focus. For the feminine, we've got white buffalo calf woman, which is reverence. It's a very powerful card. So why is your person not communicating? What do you need to know about this connection? What's happening here? Why is there no contact, Baba? Let's see. Let's see what we've got for your part 2. Got the 5 of Cups, not in reverse, sorry, upright. Got the Queen of Swords upright. Got the Queen of Wands, sorry, they're both in reverse, I beg your pardon. The Devil, the Chariot, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the 8 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Moon, and the 10 of Wands in reverse. These are similar energies to Par 1. You know, your person is very focused right now, but I think also very defensive. I feel like they're focused on protecting themselves. This is a fear of getting hurt. It's a very defensive energy. And some kind of warped perspective or distorted truth that they're allowing to, you know, create anxiety within them. This card, reverence, for the feminine energy. You know, she's going through this kind of very powerful transition. I feel like she's also quite anxious. This isn't an easy transition. But he's definitely in this very defensive energy, and perhaps also, you know, aggressive with it. This could be quite toxic. I mean, we've got the Queen of Swords in reverse here, and that's not pretty. You know, that's very bitter communication. For some of you, this could be someone you work with. But someone's definitely been cast out. I'm seeing this storm blowing and just literally pushing someone outside. And in this deck, you can actually see this hand reaching up to capture the darkness, and this person sort of crouched down, huddled in the cold and alone. And I feel this was due to a general lack of action and care. But there's been some very harsh words spoken. Really harsh words spoken. I feel like both parties feeling very rejected. And the harsh words were about someone not making enough effort, you know, not working at it, not dedicating themselves to this connection, not, you know, I feel like the passion and the care just kind of dissipated from this connection. We've also got devil energy here, which is, of course, codependency. For some of you, though, this is going to mean addiction. And there's definitely some mental illness indicated here, some real mental imbalance, fear, illusion, things not being what they're seem. Mental unwellness is coming through really strongly. But also, you know, that this would have created, as I said, this distorted truth, that your person isn't seeing things as they really are. It's not being accountable or responsible for what they bring to the equation. And I'm not saying it's anyone's fault, because, in any relationship it takes two people, and the truth is the bit in the middle, that bit that you both bring to the equation. But I do feel like you've probably been chasing your person quite hard, that you've been in this energy of just going hard after what you want and being really driven and determined without having stopped to think, does this serve me? Is this actually really what I want? And I feel like you've released yourself of that responsibility now. But you're feeling a lot of regret. It's like even when the situation's toxic and it doesn't feel healthy and your needs aren't being fulfilled and it feels like the passion's gone and this person just isn't taking care of you or your connection anymore, but there's a lot of pain in this reading. I'm being guided to ask that you consider, though, that they're not in a good place to be able to have a balanced perspective right now. They're not in an emotional or mentally stable place. And also for some of you, I feel like there may have been some kind of fear of infidelity, and I'm getting that's not the case. That this person isn't the player you perceive them to be. Let's see what their intentions are moving forward. Transformation, we've got the Death card. Of course, we're in Scorpio season. We've got 3 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles. The Lovers in reverse. So again, I feel quite strongly that you probably work with this person. That there's maybe some kind of work dynamic. We've got a tremendous amount of 4s come up for you in this reading. And, that's the number of balance, stability and harmony. And what I'm getting is there just isn't any in this connection right now. So I feel like, the Lovers comes up over the Devil. This is distorted love. It's not healthy love. There is some kind of strong codependency and anxious attachment in this connection. And I feel this person wants to transform. They want to work it out with you. That is their intention. But they don't know how to let go. They don't know how to express themselves so that that's possible. I feel like they will make a decision to let go of conflict, but they're going to spend a long time dwelling on this and thinking about it. I don't think you're going to see action or communication from this person anytime soon. And honestly, I'm thinking this is for your highest good. That, oh bugger, I've just moved the camera. Let me just check you can see. It's a funny angle. I hope you've been able to see all the cards so far. I don't know if it was a funny angle that whole time. So I feel like this person's going to be a bit of a stalemate because they're recognising that this is distorted love energy and it's not healthy. And they want to work it out with you, but they don't know how, and they don't know how to express themselves. But I feel like they will make the decision to release conflict, to kiss and make up, to try and communicate. But I don't think they're in a good place to do that. And we've also got please forgive me, I'm sorry. Abundance. The Magician. And strength. So I feel like they want, they want that castle in the sky. It seems like a castle in the sky and not a real opportunity at the moment, but they want it. I'm so sorry, I'm still really sick. And I feel like they're committed to developing the skills and the mastery over their own emotions and their own wellness so they can make that happen. They want to be strong, But there we go, we've got I love you. And can we work things out? So I don't think you're going to see any rapid progress from this person. But their intentions are pure. And their feelings for you are really true. I just think that their ability to communicate effectively and from a mature, balanced perspective is warped by addiction and or mental unwellness. This inability to connect with what's real and what isn't and how they truly feel. So I really hope that helps part 2. Please do like if you enjoyed this reading. Hitting that like button makes such a difference to my channel. Any engagement helps YouTube promote me, and it takes 1 second for you. I appreciate it so much. So if you can hit the like button, that would be amazing. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that by clicking onto happysouls1111.com. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. See you soon. Okay, pile 3. We've got the Starman Tarot, my beautiful new deck. And we have got the kyanite crystal on top of that. I'm going to choose one of these for each of you. So assuming that the person on the left is the viewer, you, or the feminine energy, you can swap them around if that doesn't resonate. There's no right or wrong with this. And this one on the right is the masculine energy. And we've got Osiris, renewal. Some kind of truth download for this one. Truth's been a common theme throughout all the piles. If that resonates for you, you might want to watch the others too. For the feminine or the viewer, we've got Saraswati, mastery. This is number 8 card. So let's see what the Starman Tarot's got for us. Why is there no contact in this connection? Why is there no communication? What's happening? What do you need to know for your highest good? For the highest good of the connection. We've got the Fool. It's called the Sacred Crown in this deck. We've got the 7 of Cups. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. We've got the Wheel. And we've got the World. We've got Judgment. The Devil in reverse. The Magician in reverse. The 3 of Cups. And the Emperor. Why is there no contact for you? These are such interesting cards. I feel like there was a battle of control. And this is, if you, the viewer, I feel like you've got very powerful, assertive energy. But your person's going through a period of massive change. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here as well in the world. This is a major cycle closing out for them. I'm guided that with this 3 of Cups, this could be a massive karmic cycle, which they needed, to get control back of their life, to bring things back into balance and harmony. So they're very self-contained at the moment. They don't feel like they know what to say or how to come forward. They're feeling a bit powerless and a bit hopeless. I feel like this person as well, we've got renewal here for this Osiris energy, but that they're waking up to the truth of who they are. And this has allowed them to release unhealthy attachments. This is what is allowing them to close out this cycle. But that's very overwhelmed energy right now. And they're taking this leap of faith, this new beginning. They're making really tough decisions. really, really tough decisions. And they don't know how to discuss this with you. I'm getting it doesn't feel fair to discuss this with you. They just need that time and space to bring their own faculties, their own senses back into balance, to bring control back to a troubled mind. But they are making a brand new start. Some really tough cycles are closing out for this person, and they just don't have the words or the confidence to communicate this to you. It's, there's a lot of, apart from this Three of Cups, there's a lot of very independent, solitary energy in these cards. They're really not feeling communicative, and I don't think this is just with you, so you really mustn't take it too personally. Let's see what their intentions are moving forward. Wow, all of these piles have been so similar today. We've got the Sun in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse, Strength, and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like, for this wheel to fully turn, there's going to be a period of darkness and instability for them where they're feeling pretty low. But their intention is not to give up on you. It's quite the opposite. I feel like they're doing this so they can be strong for you, so that they can be there for you. But nothing's really clear to them at the moment. As I said, they're having to make some really tough decisions. And with this Knight of Pentacles, they're getting grounded in all of these changes, and they're really thinking hard about how to move forward, but they don't know how to yet. And they're just not ready for that. They're really not ready to do that. They just don't feel connected to what this new way forward is. It's like they're spending a lot of time imagining it and creating it in their mind, but they're not bringing forward anything tangible. I feel like in the near future, you're definitely going to hear from them, and it may initially be quite playful and banterous, and you may not be very open to this kind of energy. I feel like they're going to come forward in a playful way and a flirty way, and that's them, just being charming and sitting in an energy that feels safe rather than their true intentions. Because I really do believe this person sees you as long-term relationship material. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here and the Ten of Cups. Now, they're both in reverse. They're blocked energies. But they're definitely going to come forward with a romantic offer. This could be by way of a letter or a message. I think when they offer you that cup, it's not going to be a traditional kind of coming forward. But as I said, there's going to be something quite banterous, playful, and kind of flirty about it that's going to feel a bit facetious, is what I'm hearing for you. That it's going to, after a long absence, you're going to feel a bit frustrated that it's not something more solid. But, it belies their true feelings, which is that, they really do want this happy ending. But I feel like after the upheaval of these painful ending cycles, that's something they cannot consider or face. We've got eternal love here. This also came up for pile 1. We've got destiny calls. So, this really is a fated connection. We've got illumination, which is what needs to happen. There needs to be clarity for there to be completion and for that cycle to fully closed off, and there isn't. And we've also got doubt. And, there's a lot of worthiness issues here. Hopeless, careless, no good, unlovable. We've got clueless, lazy, bad, stupid, selfish, broken, all of these really negative, limiting, self-created thought forms. So they don't feel very good about themselves. They don't feel very good about the situation they've created, this karmic cycle. And I feel like it's quite intimidating dealing with you, someone who's really mastered their own emotions, someone who's really mastered their truth and integrity, and they don't feel like that person. So you can trust that this person cares deeply, but they're not in a position to offer you what you need. We've got you on my other half, life partners. You know, these are powerful cards, and you are my shining star. So very affirming messages there from your person, but you know, they're not rushing forward at the moment. There's things they need to resolve, and when they do, you've got to be mindful that it's not going to be a strong offer. And if that's something you're waiting for, if you've kind of given them this all or nothing ultimatum, that perhaps this is urging you to just be a little bit more patient, because deep down they want what you want and they love you dearly. They see you as a life partner, but they're just not ready for that because of the drama of what they're facing at the moment. It feels overwhelming. So please like. It really helps my channel to grow. I appreciate your likes so much. When you hit the like button or even the dislike button, let me know what you think. That engagement helps me get more. It helps me get more recommended promotions from YouTube. It will help more people find my channel, and it helps me grow. So I really appreciate if you could do that. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please do visit me at www.happysouls1111.com, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So I'll see you next time. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.